Here are the most extreme moments. A family's porch caught in flames. A crane mishap in California causes employees to flee. A tsunami-like wave in Canada engulfs rooftops. And a firefighter truck arrives just in time at a fire station. All are captured in 7 extreme videos. Escondido offers various transportation options between the city and San Diego, including driving down I-15 or taking the train from the public transit center. In July 2015, residents witnessed a shocking event when Bob's Crane Service attempted to remove an old tree near the transit hub, turning a routine task into a terrifying spectacle that made locals bolt and run to save their lives. As the crane truck soared into the sky, all eyes were fixed on the magnificent tree, eagerly awaiting its graceful descent. However, destiny had a different plan in store. The tree came crashing down in a sudden turn of events, causing shockwaves to ripple through the crowd. 2 unsuspecting workers found themselves sprinting in front of a passing bus, narrowly escaping a catastrophic accident. The crane, concealed behind the fallen tree fragments, seemed to possess a will of its own. The workers had anticipated the tree to move towards them, but it had entirely different intentions. Fortunately, no injuries occurred during the chaotic mishap. Despite the crane collapsing, the 500-pound weight flew into the air, narrowly missing the workers and landing just 50 feet away from a bus. The video footage shows the weight soaring through the air, prompting an immediate flight to safety. And if we were part of those workers, we would be hightailing it as well. But let's not forget the next shocking moment that will make you run for the hills. Wheat Ridge, Colorado. A charming town in Jefferson County, roughly 6 miles from downtown Denver, and boasts a population of about 32,000 people. Regrettably, a resident required shelter when a fire broke out in their living room due to a candle mishap in September 2020. The incident took place during Grandpa's 88th birthday party. Watch as this elderly man who has dementia was oblivious to the perils burning in his home. Fortunately, one of the women saw the fire on the curtains and ceiling, prompting her to act swiftly. She called out for help and tried to extinguish the flames with a bucket of water, but the fire was spreading too much. But the old man was just ready to fight with the fire. See?
Come on, Maury. Let me have this. No.
As the birthday celebration was winding down, a fire suddenly broke out with only a handful of guests remaining, most of them already leaving. One of the guests, an aunt, went back inside after realizing she had forgotten her purse, only to find Grandpa still seated and enjoying his birthday meal, unaware of the danger due to his dementia. FEMA reports that lit candles are responsible for approximately 23,000 house fires annually, with half of them caused by candles placed too close to flammable objects, but this time, the candle was placed next to a brave old man. But if there's something more extreme than a fire, you may not want to miss the next incredible moment. It's rare to associate Canada with hurricanes, unlike Florida and the Caribbean, but Atlantic Canada still deals with the aftermath of powerful storms during hurricane season. In September 2022, Fiona, a Category 4 hurricane, made landfall in eastern Canada, specifically impacting the coastal town of PTO Basque in Newfoundland. CCTV cameras captured the devastating effects of the tsunami-like waves. Let's have a look at this extreme disaster. But here's the most devastating part. Fiona's wrath extended beyond just a few buildings, with a storm surge destroying around 100 homes in the PTO area. Situated on the southwestern tip of Newfoundland, these homes were particularly vulnerable to the destructive forces of the storm, leaving the some being washed out to sea and others deemed unsafe. In the aftermath of this tragedy, residents faced a difficult choice of where to relocate or reconstruct their homes. While some opted to move to higher ground, others decided to leave altogether, unable to bear the painful reminder of Fiona's destruction. To this day, Fiona remains the most destructive storm ever to strike Newfoundland, leaving a lasting impact on those who stayed behind to rebuild. Despite their challenges, these resilient people hope that no storm in the future will ever surpass the destruction wrought by Fiona. But imagine having a fun night out at a restaurant and all of a sudden, I know you won't even think about it, but this is what happened in the next intense clip. Chongqing, a bustling city in China, is known for its vibrant culture and numerous attractions. However, on November 14, 2015, the city made headlines for a rather unfortunate incident involving a clumsy chef at a local restaurant. In an attempt to cook pig's feet under a homemade blowtorch, the chef accidentally set a gas canister on fire. Panicked, he made the ill-fated decision to throw the flaming canister onto the street, where it rolled under a city bus parked nearby. The scene quickly turned chaotic as the gas leaked out, creating a dangerous flamethrower effect. Despite efforts by a brave individual to save the bus by pulling on a wire, the situation escalated as the bus caught fire with the flames spreading rapidly. The chef, realizing his mistake, rushed out with a fire extinguisher, but it was too late. The fire department had to be called to extinguish the blaze, which fortunately did not result in any casualties, as all 8 passengers on the bus managed to escape unharmed. This incident serves as a cautionary tale, highlighting the importance of safety measures and proper equipment handling, especially in high-risk environments like restaurants. It also underscores the unpredictable nature of accidents and the need for quick thinking and effective response in emergencies. But let's not forget a dog caught in a tornado in the list of these extreme moments. Officer Joe Nichman shares an extraordinary connection with his dog Rooney that surpasses the typical pet-owner relationship. Rooney is not only his best friend but also his trusted partner. Officer Nichman's devotion to keeping Rooney safe is boundless, as he would willingly risk his own life to protect him. This unwavering loyalty was put to the ultimate test when a powerful tornado unexpectedly struck Deer Park, Texas in January of 2023. As the storm raged outside, Officer Nichman sought shelter in the station, but his heart sank when he realized Rooney was still in the car. Without hesitation, he braved the treacherous conditions and dashed back into the midst of the tornado, determined to save his beloved companion. The wind howled and rain lashed against him, but nothing could deter him from his mission. Amidst the chaos, another officer sought refuge in the station, while Officer Nichman hurriedly made his way to the car. Despite the menacing tree threatening to strike him down, fueled by love and determination, he managed to open the car door and rescue Rooney. However, Rooney displayed his intelligence and intuition and refused to leave. Sensing the danger outside, he decided to stay put. It took some coaxing, but eventually Rooney relented and followed his partner back to safety. Officer Nichman and Rooney have been inseparable since they began working together in 2018. Joe affectionately refers to Rooney as his hip attachment and considers him a cherished member of their family. In the face of life-threatening tornado, Officer Nichman's unwavering commitment to Rooney's safety serves as a testament to the extraordinary bond between a dedicated officer and his loyal canine partner. Shanghai, China is the 3rd largest city in the world, with a population of 29.2 million, trailing only Tokyo and Delhi. The discovery of a battery storage case by an officer cleaner in September 2021 would change her life forever. While cleaning, the cleaner found an old battery storage case and assumed it needed to be disposed of. Little did she know that this case would soon become the center of a terrifying ordeal. The cleaner was repeatedly drawn to the battery case, unaware of the sinister reason why the owner no longer wanted it. She desperately tried to open a fire extinguisher box for protection, but it remained stuck. Realizing her life was in danger, the cleaner quickly fled the office, narrowly avoiding a catastrophic explosion. The battery had reached a critical point of thermal runaway, causing it to overheat, catch fire, and explode. The once harmless battery had become a menacing force, melting into a pile of plastic and acid. This incident serves as a reminder of the dangers of batteries and their potential to spontaneously combust. Fortunately, the cleaner escaped just in time, avoiding the catastrophic consequences of the battery's thermal runaway. But if something is more unpredictable than a battery explosion, it can only be a house fire, which we saved for last. Before getting to our final clip, be sure to subscribe if you are enjoying the video and want to see more like this one. Red Oak, a quaint town located in southwestern Iowa, is home to approximately 5,300 residents. Among them is a grateful mother who owes her children's lives to the selfless act of one man. It was a fateful night on November 1st, 2012, when Brendan Burt, in his attempt to find his friend's house, accidentally made a wrong turn on Prospect Street. Little did he know that this wrong turn would lead him to witness a house fire that could have resulted in a devastating tragedy. As the clock struck 2 a.m., Brendan noticed the flickering flames engulfing a home as he drove by. Without hesitation, he immediately dialed 911, alerting the authorities of the dire situation. The porch of the home was ablaze, and time was of the essence. Unbeknownst to Brendan, inside the house was 4 siblings, fast asleep. Their father was at work, unaware of the unfolding disaster. Brendan assumed that people were inside the house, although uncertain of their exact number or age, and watched as the fire grew in intensity while he remained on the line with the emergency services. In a moment of bravery, he sprang into action, determined to save whoever might be trapped inside. With urgency in his heart, Brendan pounded on the windows with all his might, desperately hoping that someone would hear his plea for escape. Miraculously, the children, awakened by Brendan's persistent banging, managed to hear his cries for help. In a last-second dash for survival, they made their way out of the burning home, their eldest brother leading the way. Thankfully, no one was harmed in this harrowing ordeal. The children, now safe and sound, were able to contact their worried mother, who was overwhelmed by relief upon hearing the news. Brendan's heroism did not end there. He stayed with the family for 3 hours after the blaze, providing comfort and reassurance during their time of distress. He embraced them tightly, assuring them that everything would be all right. In that moment, Brendan became a symbol of hope and resilience for this grateful family. It is a testament to the fact that heroes come in all forms, and their acts of selflessness can make all the difference in the world. These most shocking moments caught on security cameras are so extreme that they can send shivers down your spine. But if you're looking for an even more terrifying encounter, don't miss out on the bone-chilling video awaiting you on our channel, if you dare to watch.